Wait, pause for a sec. Have you ever tried to teach your kid to share and somehow made everything even worse? Yeah, we've all been there. Terry on 5 minutes of parenting. We're diving into the hilarious chaos of learning to share. So stick around. Ladder reel. Mine. One of the most famous words in the entire preschool universe, isn't it? And if a child is under 5, oh boy, this tiny little word can create a mini storm right in the living room. All right, let's keep it simple. Really simple. First, decide which toys actually belong to your child. In Fuzz, little kids need to break free from saying, mine, and from sorting the whole world into mine, not mine. Then, gently explain that special toys are blankets, but they can share the other toys. This way, no drama, no tears, and absolutely zero mine. Ooh. Talking about sharing, you can tell your child that it's not just them. There are lots of people in the world who have to share. For example, you say something like, well, today Mary took my Coke book, or Charlie even borrow my Yalvam brewer. And honestly, I can't even share my favorite handbag that easily. These little examples show your child that sharing is totally normal, not just for kids, but for grown-ups too. Energetic lift so your child starts to realize that sharing is not only an ordinary part of life, actually way more fun than they thought, emphasizing how wonderful sharing is. You can tell your child that sharing is actually a really wonderful thing. And you, yes, you love it too. When your child gives a toy to another kid, you can say, "Whoa, that was amazing sharing. Look, sharing between kids is just beautiful." These little sentences show your child that sharing is both normal and a very happy feeling. And here's a tiny funny tip. You can label similar toys, especially for girls or kids who are close in age. It prevents little mix-ups. It makes sharing moments much calmer. If honestly, a lot funnier too. Labeling similar toys. If your kids have the same kind of toys of their close in age, confusion is guaranteed. So the simplest solution is labels. Energetic pop, put a name on each toy or tie a little string so there's no more dramatic. Wait, whose toy is this? Sharing rules. Before guests arrive, give your child a simple heads up. My love, if you leave your toys out, your friends might just pick them up when they get here. This helps prepare them and prevents a tiny living room tornado. Sharing rules. Preparing your child before guests arrive can work absolute wonders. You can simply tell them, sweetie, if you place a toy in the middle, that means other kids are allowed to play with it. But if you're holding the toy in your hand, that means you are the one playing with it right now. White, sharing in someone else's home. You know how it goes at home. You know how it goes. At home, your child is in full mine mode. But the moment they walk into another child's house, suddenly, what should you do? Kids who are 1 or 2 years old, they simply can't share yet. So if your child is under 3, don't expect magical sharing moments. Just help them take turns in small, age-appropriate ways, because doing it all alone? Yup. They're way too little for that. And one more trick setup. A timer. It works like magic. Set a timer. If 2 kids both shout "Mayan" at the same toy, you can turn it into a mini sharing lesson. Just show them, okay, send the toy on a break. If a toy is causing drama because your child doesn't want to share, well, it's time for the toy to take a little break. You can say, this toy is causing problems. It needs a timeout. When the toy is out of sight, it can't cause chaos anymore. And if you bring it back later, if the kids start fighting again, then back it goes. This teaches them a simple rule. If we don't share the toy, then nobody gets to play with it. What not to do. Sometimes, when you're trying so hard to teach kids to share, you might accidentally make everything even messier. Yep, even the best parents do this. That's why knowing what not to do is just as important as knowing what to do. What not to do? Quick question for you.